The United States is a big country with lots of different places to live. Some areas are crowded with many people, but there are also many places that are very empty with very few people living there. These empty places have lots of open land, nature, and animals. They are quiet and peaceful, making them special in their own way. In this video, we are going to discuss the top 15 emptiest parts of the US. 15. Alaska, unorganized burrow. Alaska's unorganized burrow is a very large area with very few people living in it. This part of Alaska does not have local governments like cities or towns that most places have. It is the biggest area like this in the whole United States. The unorganized burrow is filled with wild nature. There are big mountains, wide rivers, and lots of forests. The weather can be very cold and snowy, especially in winter. Not many people live here because it is so remote and wild, but it is a very important place for animals like bears, wolves, and eagles who need these open spaces to live. 14. Valley County, Montana. Valley County in Montana is a very empty place where not many people live. It has a lot of open space that stretches far and wide under a big clear sky. This area is mostly made up of prairies, which are large, flat areas covered in grass. People in Valley County live far apart from each other, and there are more animals and nature than there are people. The big sky and wide lands make it a beautiful place to see stars at night because there aren't many lights to block the view. It's very quiet and peaceful, making it a great place for nature lovers. 13. Esmeralda County, Nevada. Esmeralda County in Nevada is another place where very few people live. It's mostly made up of desert, which means it has a lot of sand and not many trees or plants. This area also has a history of mining, where people used to dig in the ground to find minerals and metals. Because it's so empty and quiet, you can explore a lot of open space without seeing many buildings or other people. The skies are very clear, making it a good spot to look at stars. Even though it's not filled with people, Esmeralda County has a special kind of beauty with its wide open lands and historical sites. 12. Loving County, Texas. Loving County in Texas is known for being the least populated county in the whole United States. This means it has fewer people living there than any other county. Most of Loving County is covered with oil fields where people work to get oil from deep underground. This job is important because oil is used to make things like gasoline and other products. Despite these oil fields, there aren't many houses or towns, and the area is very quiet with wide open spaces. It's a place where you can see a lot of the natural desert landscape without many buildings or roads in the way. 11. YukonKukuk Census Area, Alaska. YukonKukuk Census Area in Alaska is a huge place with very few people living in it. It's one of the biggest areas like this in Alaska. This area is filled with lots of wild forests and rivers. The nature here is pretty untouched, which means it looks a lot like it did a long time ago before more people started building things. Because it's so big and open, animals like moose, bears, and wolves live there without much disturbance from humans. It's a great place for people who like to see nature in its pure form and enjoy activities like hiking and fishing in the great outdoors. 10. Garfield County, Montana. Garfield County in Montana is a place where not many people live. It has a lot of open land called prairies, which are big areas covered in grass. These prairies stretch far and wide, giving you a lot of space to see the sky and the land without many buildings in the way. People who live here are spread out, and there aren't many towns or busy streets. This makes Garfield County very quiet and peaceful. It's a good spot for those who enjoy looking at wide open spaces and for watching wildlife like deer and birds that live in these grassy areas. 9. Lincoln County, Nevada. Lincoln County in Nevada is a large, quiet place with not many people living in it. This county has mountains and valleys that are mostly untouched by lots of buildings or roads. Because it's so open and natural, you can find lots of different kinds of animals and plants there. The mountains are great for hiking and exploring, and the valleys are nice for seeing wide open spaces under the sky. Lincoln County is far away from big cities, so it feels very peaceful, and it's a great place to enjoy the outdoors without a lot of noise or crowds around you. 8. Hinsdale County, Colorado. Hinsdale County in Colorado is one of the places in the United States where very few people live. It's found in the mountains, which makes it a beautiful area with lots of natural scenery. The county is mostly made up of parts of the San Juan Mountains, and because it's so high up and hard to get to, not many people have moved there. This area is great for people who like outdoor activities like hiking, camping, and fishing, because there are lots of places to explore in the wilderness. Hinsdale County is very peaceful and perfect for enjoying the quiet and beauty of nature. 7. Caton County, New Mexico. Caton County in New Mexico is one of the least populated areas in the United States. This county is really big and has lots of wilderness areas where the nature is wild and beautiful. There aren't many towns or roads, so the landscape looks much like it did a long time ago. It's mostly quiet, with more animals living there than people. You might see forests, mountains, and open plains if you visit. People who enjoy being outside, like hikers and campers, really like Caton County because it offers a lot of space to explore and enjoy the quiet and beauty of the natural world. 6. Teton County, Montana. Teton County in Montana is another place where very few people live. It has lots of open land, especially big fields of wheat and other grains that stretch out far into the distance. Because there are not many people, the area feels very quiet and spacious. The big open sky makes it a wonderful place to watch the stars at night, since there are no city lights to make the sky less clear. People here live far apart. This county is great for those who like lots of space and enjoy the peace and quiet of the countryside. 5. Kennedy County, Texas. Kennedy County in Texas is a place where not many people live. Most of the land is used for big ranches where cattle and other animals are raised. Since there are more animals than people, it's very quiet and you can see lots of nature. The county is located in the southern part of Texas and doesn't have many towns or busy roads. This makes it a peaceful place with wide open spaces and a lot of sky to see. It's great for people who like the outdoors and want to be around animals and nature without the noise and crowds of the city. 4. Slope County, North Dakota. Slope County in North Dakota is one of the emptiest places in the United States. This county is known for its rolling hills and wide open spaces where farmers grow crops and raise animals. Because there are not many people living here, it's very quiet and peaceful. The land stretches out far and wide, giving you lots of room to see the landscape and the sky. People in Slope County live far apart from each other, and there are not many buildings or roads. This makes it a great place for those who enjoy being in nature and like having a lot of space around them. 3. McPherson County, Nebraska. McPherson County in Nebraska is a very empty place where not many people live. It's known for its large areas called sand hills, which are hills covered with grass and sand. This makes it a unique place with a special kind of beauty. Since it's not crowded, you can enjoy a lot of peace and quiet here. The landscape is mostly open grasslands, which are great for seeing long distances and enjoying the outdoors. People in McPherson County live far apart, and there are more animals than people, making it a good spot for those who like being close to nature and away from busy city life. 2. Petroleum County, Montana. Petroleum County in Montana is one of the least populated areas in the United States. It's a large county with rugged terrain, which means the land has many hills and valleys. This makes it hard for many people to live there. The county is very quiet and peaceful because there are not many towns or roads. Most of the land is used for farming and ranching, with wide open spaces where you can see for miles. People who live in Petroleum County are spread out, so there is a lot of room for nature to thrive. It's a great place for those who love the outdoors and enjoy solitude. 1. Clark County, Idaho. Clark County in Idaho is a very sparsely populated area in the United States. It is known for its vast natural landscapes with few people living there. The county features a lot of open land, including plains and mountains, where there are more animals than humans. Because it is so remote, it is a quiet place with lots of opportunities for outdoor activities like hiking and camping. The wide open spaces and lack of development make it an ideal spot for nature lovers. People in Clark County live far apart from each other, giving the area a peaceful and secluded feeling, perfect for those who appreciate solitude and natural beauty. So this was all about today's video. Do let us know about your thoughts and comments. Please subscribe to Travel the World. Thank you for watching.